Hello, sport fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I bring you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering who's better out of the quarterbacks after Trevor Lawrence. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get an update each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into the action. Looking at this right here, we already know who the number one quarterback is going to be taken overall, with the movement by the San Francisco 49ers, with possible movement after the 49ers. And also you're looking at the Jets needing a quarterback. I'm going to be covering out of the three quarterbacks that's right behind Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to be covering which ones are the best and ranking them after that. When I'm looking directly at, let's just start at the top, you're looking at Mac Jones, a seasoned starter. When you look at him winning a national championship in his year as a starter, and you're looking at what the weapons he had around the University of Alabama, really only one bad game. When you're looking at just what he was able to do at Alabama, the plethora of talent that he had was undeniable. Running backs everywhere, wide receivers everywhere, pretty good offensive line, pretty good tight end play. He was picture perfect in what he needed to do. He played his role. He didn't get outside of that, and he remained in control of his position. You're looking at, one of the safer picks if you're looking at, stability as far as temperament, those kind of things. You go to Zach Wilson. Wilson has a live arm. You're looking just at what he did at BYU. He was sporadic at times. He looked amazing at times. Then sometimes he didn't look so amazing. He disappeared sometimes. When you're looking at the talent level that BYU faced throughout the year, he didn't really play up to that talent all the time, but he did give you a consistent fight each and every game. He did try to help his team win a lot of football games, but sometimes he got his team in trouble, and that cost him games at BYU. You're looking at his body of work. He has a little larger body of work than all the other quarterbacks here because he was a consistent starter, I would say, against lesser talent, if you will, because his tape just looks a lot better because he's facing talent that's not really on the level of these other two guys. When you're looking just at what he's able to do, his charisma, you saw it during the pro day, his spunk, his moxie, the way he was able to smile, the way he's able to get the crowd going. It's one of those star factor things. He has star factor. And you're looking at his game, he's very wonderful. When you're looking at being able to be mobile, being able to get outside the pocket and get a couple extra yards, he's definitely that guy. And I think he does that better than any of these quarterbacks in here. And you're just looking overall at what Zach brings to the table. Phenomenal talent. And then you get to Justin Fields. When you're looking at Justin Fields is interesting. Starting out at Georgia, transferring to Ohio State, he beat out a couple of people to start. And when you're looking just at what he was able to do at Ohio State, big play after big play, yes, he made mistakes here and there. But I would say out of the three quarterbacks, I like Justin Fields the best. When you're looking at what he's had to face, when you look at him having to come back and look Clemson in the eye in that semifinal game, and the things he was able to do, the shot he was taking literally and got back up. After he took that shot in the ribs, in the chest area at Clemson, I thought he was done. He got back up and he kept pushing. Justin Fields is a warrior. Even when he was facing Alabama and they were outmanned, he was still fighting tooth and nail, trying to make sure that his team had a chance. Those are some of the things. In losing the football games, I'm looking at a lot of his tape when his team lost, where literally he's still fighting. He's still making reads. He's still getting outside the pocket, making stuff happen. He's a little faster than I thought he was going to be. But when it comes down to it, just ranking these quarterbacks, if I had to go, and this is just me personally, I like Justin Fields to be number one. I like Justin Fields because he has that mobile quarterback mentality. I think that he has the ability to get outside the pocket, but he also has the ability to stay in the pocket as well. He truly can get up and down the field with the football. A little bit limited as far as the arm strength versus these other two quarterbacks. Not limited, but just doesn't have just as enough. But I think with his other intangibles, that makes up for the lack of arm strength when it comes down to it. Coming in number two, I have Zach Wilson. Because of his pure arm strength and his ability to fling that football down the field, I think that not only is he going to be able to do some damage in the NFL, I think he's going to be a live wire. But you got to think that when he gets his opportunity, when he finally does get to start, he's going to surprise a lot of people. I would think he'll be a little bit better than Johnny Manziel did. But when you're looking at, it depends on what system he goes to. It depends on how he's brought up in the NFL. Because he's a young talent with a live arm. And I mean to tell you, he can blow the cannon. He can really do it. But the only concern is, he hasn't faced elite level consistently of talent. But you know, when it comes down to it, the breakdown of his tape, I put him at number 2 behind Justin Fields, and third, Mac Jones. Mac Jones, phenomenal talent, but let's just face it, he had a lot more weapons than a lot of other teams did, and especially last year, where not a lot of teams had the best of the best on the field. You had some teams that were suffering from injuries, some teams that were missing players. It's still the SEC, but you know, I would have still liked him to see him do it against better talent. He can't control that really. But I look at Mac being a solid starter throughout his career. I would say he can be a stopgap starter. I'm not going to say he's going to come in and change the universe. But I think the San Francisco 49ers, you're looking for a Jimmy G replacement, he's a little better than Jimmy G. And I think that, you know, behind that offensive line, he'll make plays. He'll make the throws. He'll do what he needs to do. It just won't be exciting. It just won't be sexy. It won't be flashy. It won't be that pop or pizzazz that you're looking for front page news. But it's just one of those things. So I do think it's going to be a tremendous draft. I think that whoever gets these guys are going to get pretty good young men. And I think that that's what it boils down to. So who do you guys think? Do you like Justin Fields? Do you like Zach Wilson? Do you like Mac Jones? Rank them. Let me know what you think. Put them in order 1, 2, and 3 after Trevor Lawrence. All you NFL fans, get in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. And as always, definitely hit the link to go to the Facebook page so you can get all the updates each and every time we break down as well. Thank you so very much. Please check out the archives of all of our old stuff. And then tell me what you think. Thank you so very much and hit the subscribe button.